Carl and Brendan here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for short. Reaction times. We're checking out a track by, oh my goodness me, Skverna Liniya.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I ain't reading the rest of it.
The rest of it's in Russian, but it's translated into green horror.
Oh yeah, it's right next to it. Fucking look at that. It's late.
It struggles with the words green and horror.
Yes, green horror. I know nothing about this band. You know any? Presumably know something?
Yeah, so Russian post-atmospheric black metal. This is I think it's the first single from an album which is also titled in Russian, but it's called In a Garland of Wax, which is due out on the 1st of October. Single's been out for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, very good album. Really, really good. It's a bit of a, I don't know, surprise sort of album, you know, that will end up being like quite high in my rankings.
Oh,
at
really?
the end of this year. A lot of the album is written from the words of a exiled Russian poet, still in exile Russian poet.
Okay.
I believe he's still in exile, who wrote poems, I believe, challenging Russian authority. His name is Boris Poplovsky, and the band have written about that, which will probably see them be exiled.
Interesting.
And now that I've said stuff like that, I will probably be exiled from Russia.
Yeah.
If I go there.
Basically, you're not allowed to go. You'll be told you can't come in. Alright, I know nothing, so I'm interested. Let's do this. Post-atmospheric black metal, I mean, it's all the words I like. I feel like I can feel it coming, you know. Something's coming. Oh, there's no track. These guitars cut through everything, don't they?
Yeah. Loads of different tones going at the same time as well. siren.
It's so sharp and loud.
Yeah.
That's really right through. Hot knife through butter, man. Ah, that's unexpected. Oh, it's over.
Yep.
I mean, I give credit to that for being 7.5 minutes long. It didn't feel like 7.5 minutes long, particularly, the first 2 minutes of it is an elongated intro.
Yeah.
That feels like an intro, but fits in the overall theme of the song. What's quite interesting for me in that is every element about that is stuff I love. It's post-atmospheric black metal. It's a major a combination of genres that I really, really like. So that all fits perfectly. What makes them stand out, I think, is it's weird. It's weird. Not quite like I almost expect and understand what atmospheric post-black metal will sound like. And you get variations, you get little changes here and there. But this stuck solidly to it to a degree, but then lays over all these things, right? So let's, like I said it sometimes throughout, those guitars are really loud.
Yeah.
And that should be a negative.
There's loads of it as well.
Yeah, that should be a negative because it's over everything, cutting straight through it like a fucking goddamn buzzsaw. It should be a problem, but it's not because it feels like it constantly evolves. It's a lot, obviously it shifts and changes back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it never feels like the same thing I'm hearing over and over and over again and over. And I actually ended up appreciating it cutting through the black metal side of things, because if there's any part of this track that lacks, and it's not by much, it's probably the black metal side of things, but not because I think it was particularly bad in that. I think it was because it's par for the course.
Yeah.
Everything else amongst it, and bear in mind, like, that's an important element that works with everything else with it. It's got some wicked melodies. It's got some nice somberness to it.
Yeah.
But it's also very raw sounding. Yeah. Like, it's got a real raw underground quality to it that I quite like. It reminds me to a degree, only to a degree, of very early Ghostbath in the post black metal side of things, not with that thing going, all the way through. I really liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I like it. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first single from a debut album for him. This is a new band. This is a band I think worth keeping an eye on, because I think, like you said, early Ghostbath and then what Ghostbath grew to be. This is song number 1 from album number 1. It's got a lot I like. I think it does enough to keep it interesting throughout, because whether it's the guitars meandering all over the place, but also then the switch up at the end, which comes with there's a bit of spoken word, and then there's a bit of a more song section when it drops down and comes back up. But what I found in this song and across the whole album, really, the thing that impressed me the most was just like, it just feels so meticulously crafted, like to perfection.
Right.
Like every note, it belongs. You have to have it. Like, you know what I mean? Like they just had to, they kept working on it, and they were like, you know, it's not perfect yet. I need one more guitar note. I need you to hit that one more time or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It feels like well composed. Like a lot of effort has gone into make this sound that they're trying to capture. And remember, keep in mind that not all the lyrics, but the spoken word part at the end is them reading Boris Pavlovsky's poems. So the mood of the song is designed to fit the poem itself, which we're obviously like not.
It's something I'm out of. I can't quite connect to that, unfortunately. Which is a shame, really, because that kind of level of detail is infinitely fascinating. I find it interesting you say you think it's quite meticulously produced. I think, like, not produced, meticulously thought out.
Yeah.
That does make a lot of sense to me. And I do wonder, though, how much of the rawness is on purpose, you know? Like, have they also put that together and go, we want it to sound particularly rough, a bit, like, desolate, a bit possibly. Barren and stuff like that. If they did, it's worked.
Yeah.
It's worked.
Possibly, but then, you know, like I said, also we know, you know, debut albums and all that. You know, it could also just be part of that. It could also just be part of that. But it would seem odd for them to put so much level of thought and intellect and detail into making sure that every guitar line was in the right place and everything happened, and then we forgot about the production line. We'll throw this
homeless Russian man $10 to produce our album. It's not likely, is it?
So it seems most likely that whatever you're hearing on it, I mean, you do get that rawness across the whole album. You know, so it's not exclusive to this song, but you also get a wide mix across the whole album. Like it is all this style, but every song has a different feeling. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel. You never at any point in any song did I feel like I was listening to what I'd heard on previous songs. It was always a different emotion being invoked. It was always some felt a bit more positive, some felt a bit darker. You know, and it was that sort of thing. Look,
it's a banger.
New album, 1st of October, in a garland of wax. Skverna Liniya. I think it's gonna be a popular one. I hope.
We can hope, based off that. Got any thoughts? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?